This is
the Abyssinians.
The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is
the lion's voice.
They had no fear at all. It was God, let him be praised. Ethiopia must God, it was God, let him be praised.
What are you waiting for? Come to calling from near and far. Know who you are. Waiting for radio peace does pave the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde, asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the Lion's Voice.
Greetings. This is Warrior King. Time has come for the lions, to tell your story. For the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Get an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the power to chant. Jah give her the power to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
The fittest of the fittest shall survive. My people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega, representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice, Rastafari.
Yeah, David Dread of Phillpotts, and I'm saying hail to the lion voice, because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Say, hear me now. Yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice. Them could never conquer the mountains. Thousands of years and counting. Ethiopia rise again unto the world. Now we are announcing. Them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. When the trumpet sound and the violence cease, how we say one go build up the cities. Well, them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see him wanna go dismantle the base. As for crown, as the Prince of Peace, him tell the youths them fi build up them countries.
Well, for unto us a son was born and a child was given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called the Wonderful Counselor, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
Them call him
Rastafari. When he was born, rain fall from the sky.
Them call him
Rastafari. When he was grown in here, he fly.
They call him
Rastafari. Lion break the chain. Keep not.
They call him Rastafari, read your Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Then near the city of Harar, the inspiration from Bob Marley's guitar. People him like a superstar. It no matter if England or Cote d'Ivoire, no matter if you're brown or black like Qatar. Haile Selassie say fi end all tribal war. A time fi gather Mount Zion, fi drive to a car from the car straight. Who he so when he was born from the sky. Rastafari, when he was grown in airplanes he fly. Rastafari, breaking green down. Rastafari,
iRoots Records, an online shop for reggae and dub vinyl, CDs and Rastafari books. Rastafari owned and operated for over 15 years. We ship worldwide. We have many titles from Frontline Publications in stock. We have 50 plus Akabeka Midnight titles, which we believe is the most of any shop in the world. Special invite for the Lion Pride. Use code Lion's Voice and save 10% store-wide. If you spend $125 or more, the discount goes up to 15%. Visit us.com. The time
321 Productions and RBG Alliance presents the third annual Condom Reggae Concert Family Unity Fest, featuring the Abyssinians, Aisha Bell, Mary Isaacs, Ragalux, I Brave, and many more at the Jammings in New Kingston. 2,500 pre-sold at the door. Children under 12 for free. Abyssinians live in Kingston, Jamaica. Can't be missed. History.
In the haunting echoes of violence against women in St. Anne, Jamaica, a mysterious vigilante emerges. For the Woman Painted Purple unfurls a gripping narrative of empowerment, retribution, and the pursuit of justice. Brenda and her group sisters bond together in therapy over their common struggles, but soon their group becomes the subject of an investigation. As the vigilante's actions escalate, the relentless detective, Officer Woodley, races to unmask the mystifying figure. For the Woman Painted Purple is a pulse-pounding tale that explores the boundaries of justice, revenge, and the fighting spirit. This thrilling saga delves into the complexities of dealing with mental health, domestic abuse, and finding love after. Own your copy today. Visit www.devonigreen.com.
This is The Black Heart Man, Rastafari children's picture book with hand-painted illustrations and rhythmic storytelling. This is a journey you do not want to miss. We offer worldwide shipping, so order your copy today at www.degreespaintbrush.com. Alternatively, you can order your copy from TikTok. If you are interested in stocking the book, please email us at degreespaintbrush@gmail.com. Give thanks.
Jamaica to Toronto, the Rastafest movement rises again. This August 15 and 16, Rastafest 2026 returns to Little Jamaica in Toronto with reggae music, Rastafari culture, Ital food, arts, reasoning, and unity. But this year, it's more than a festival. Rastafest is partnering with the Rastafari Mansions and organizations to support the Relief, Rebuild, Rise initiative, helping Rastafari families and communities rebuild, resist the risk of disasters, and to rise to their true potential. This is culture with a cause. Full joy the music, support the mission. Donate to the Relief, Rebuild, Rise GoFundMe through the link in the RMO Jamaica Instagram profile. Rastafari.
Save the date. Join us on Sunday, August 9th, 2026 at 5 p.m. for the 25th annual fundraiser for the Shashamane Foundation at the Silver Spring Civic Center, Great Buffalo Hall in Silver Spring, Maryland. Come be a part of an evening that helps transform lives by supporting quality education and sustainable development at the JRDC School in Shashamane, Ethiopia. Your presence and generosity help empower children, strengthen communities, and build a brighter future. Can't attend? You can still make a difference by donating at shashamane.org or by scanning the event QR code. Mark your calendar, bring your family and friends, and let's build a lasting legacy together. We'll see you there. Rastafari TV and Sight Media are proud sponsors of the Shashamane Foundation.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is the Chasmach Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man, a creative industry attorney. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of Lion Voice Live. Welcome to Lion Voice Live, and welcome to the Lion Voice Network, where the lions are telling our own story. You can hear the days of chanting in my voice. My energy might be a little bit low, but it's because we have been full of praises, marking the 134th celebration of His Majesty, glory, honor, and majesty. It's been such a majestic time, and I want to just send love to the entire Washington, D.C. Nyabinghi family. We spent such an airy time, had some fire reasoning. We had guests coming in from North Carolina, from Pittsburgh, from New York City. So we do give thanks, and we move forward stronger as a family. Also, massive respect to the global Nyabinghi Rastafari family, all the ISIS chanting in the various regions, all of the celebration, the dances, the educational forums, the symposiums, the conferences. July 23rd truly has become a global day of celebration, power, empowerment, and we give thanks for the manifestation. Today, we have a special episode, pop-up episode, where we are going to get an update from Ethiopia, the JRDC School, and the mightyful works of the Shashamane Foundation. We have two of my favorite elders with us today, who are going to be sharing with us the works that they are doing, also appealing to the global family for support. And we want our Lion Pride, Global Lion Pride, to really rally around this initiative. You see, we've been advertising for it, and we want the global family to really rally around. Before I bring forward our guests, though, I want to just bring everyone's attention to another happenings that's going on in the community.
Central Florida, are you ready? The African Culture School Incorporated and Heights of Life Music proudly presents the 4th annual Marcus Garvey Music Fest, Saturday, August 15th at Ras State in Claremont, Florida, featuring Lutan Fire, backed by Rhythm Rebel Band. Also performing live, Andy Heights, Ainike, Esau, One Journey, Javerse, Royal Chanter, Asafa Widimaya, and many more incredible artists. Vibes provided by Unity Sound, Rastec, Royal Ethiopian Sound, Jawise, and Blackfoot Movements. Hosted by Davani, but it's more than just music. Enjoy Community Entrepreneur Awards, Organic Seed Exchange, live art installation and auction, back to school giveaways, free health screenings. Come celebrate the legacy and vision of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Saturday, August 15th, sponsored by Branding 101, One Trust Home Loans, and Cypress Cove Marina and Resort.
Mightyful, mightyful. And forgive I and I, I've been having some technical difficulties with our intros. I had to play an old intro, but Big Up Conscious Reggae Concert CMA was a very powerful event from what I heard. We will have Ija Noah, the organizer, on to give a report on shortly. And this is our next festival along with Rastafest coming up. So we want all of our global family to support these events. If you can't be there in person, they have electronic links where you can donate or buy a ticket. So we want to just encourage I&I. These are events that are run, organized, orchestrated by Rastafari people. We want all of them to be successful and sustainable. We can't complain about Babylon and the low frequency, low vibration, and then we're not funding our own uprising. War takes funding, and we are at war with the forces of Babylon and evil, as we can see with the global situation. So more than ever, let us come together. Big up the Marcus Garvey Music Fest. Big up all the organizers. Big up all of our sponsors, Frontline Books. If you haven't seen Reading Ras on the Frontline, make sure you check it out. Great episode yesterday. Also, we have some slots opened up. We're getting ready to drop our Dr. Umar Johnson episode, exclusive interview with the Brethren, where we did get to ask him what going on with the school, all of them thing there, his views on interracial dating, and most importantly, Rastafari, how him, what does Rastafari mean to him? And we got some exclusive sounds from the Brethren. And we are opening up some ad spaces on that episode. That's going to be a big episode. So if you have a Rastafari business, a brand that you want to accompany that episode when it goes live, reach out and we can work out something. And just in general, if you want to advertise with us, reach out. We are opening spaces for community advertisements. I want to big up the Griots Paintbrush, which is our children's book author. If you saw the beautiful illustrations, they ship all over the world from the UK. Big up the Griots Paintbrush. Big up Davani Green, who also one of our advertisers with the Woman's Paintbrush, her epic thriller novel story. We're going to have her come on and talk about the inspiration for that. But in the meantime, support these works. We're creating an economic ecosystem here, and it only works when the item support our guests. Also, this Wednesday, we have a full panel of educators. We're talking about the Association of Rastafari Creators Virtual Summer Camp. If you have young Rastafari youths, please let them know, RastafariCreatives.com. You pay what you can afford, but this is the opportunity for our youths are under 18 to meet each other across the world. We have a lot of surprises for them. It's designing the community of tomorrow. We're going to be talking about it. But if you know youth, Medina, Simple Island Life, big up yourself. Someone sent me a video of the eye in action doing some community works. So, Irie, but I want to let the eye them know that if there are youths in Trinidad, youths in the Caribbean, youths in Africa, this virtual summer camp is a way for us to connect all of our youth together so they can start building their network. And most importantly, a lot of our youth are isolated going to public schools where they may be the only Rastafari youth, and they feel low and they want to do things like the other youths. They don't want to be different at that young age. So when you can bring them to a summer camp August 10th to the 14th, where they're seeing their reflection all around the world, they're hearing other Rastafari youths reason. They have all Rastafari instructors. We can't underestimate the power that that has. The Lion Voice Network will be a sponsor once again of the virtual summer camp. So we're just asking our global family to rally and to support. All right, housekeeping out of the way. Today's episode, we are traveling across land and sea to Shashamane, Ethiopia. We're going to get some of the history, but most importantly, the sustainability. We're moving from zeal to sustainability, budget and staff. Our guests today are no strangers to those two magical buzzwords here on the Lion Voice Network. Those are two favorite words here, budget and staff. And I always say, if we're not talking about those things when we come together for collective works, we're not talking about sustainability. And these community workers have come up with some strategies in order to maintain the stability and sustainability in Ethiopia. So they're no strangers to the platform, although we still need to get Mama Valerie's solo interview. But these are no solo to the platform. Give us a warm Lion Pride loving welcome for our elders. Some of my jegnas, Mama Valerie and Brother Karl Phillpotts. Royal greetings.
Greetings.
Yeah, greetings, Asquazi, and your wise audience who are tuning in. Esteemed audience. Royal people.
First, let me just say what an honor it is to have the DIDM blessing this platform and with such a beautiful cause and purpose. We're very honored. And this was one of the reasons that I established this platform, for this particular reason and these type of reasoning. So with that being said, if the item can, for those who may be watching for the first time and are not familiar with who the item are, can the item just introduce yourselves for our global family?
Well, give thanks. We are brethren and sisters who, from the year 1968 or 67, we have been part of the Rastafari movement. And all our lives, it's been geared to what's supporting the African cause and doing whatever we can to further the growth and development of the movement. This is Sister Valerie Simeon Phillpotts, and I'm Brother Karl Naphtali Phillpotts, and we represent today the Shashamane Foundation, who are partners with the Jamaica Rastafari Development Community in Shashamane, Ethiopia. Our role, we're a 501c3 from 1989, and we registered here under the guidance of Brother Roy McPherson, who showed us how to register as a not-for-profit, using it as a pipeline to support projects in Ethiopia, in particular in Africa in general. So that is what we have been doing for the past 26 years, supporting projects and the welfare of our repatriated community in Shashamane and on a whole, the Shashamane community. That is the basic introduction. And what we'd like to say, although the Shashamane Foundation is not representing any particular religious persuasion, because it is open to all who will contribute. I would like to say greetings to our brothers and sisters of the faith through our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Yeshua the Messiah, who has revealed himself to us through the personality of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. So this is our greetings to each and every one through the through the Shashamane Foundation. So that is just basically a synopsis of what we are here about today.
Give thanks, give thanks. Mama Valerie, would you add anything to that beautiful opening greeting?
Well, we're just giving thanks for the opportunity to be workers on the battlefield for our Father. We never stop fighting and we never run away. And we give thanks that we have been doing so since high school in Jamaica, being part of the 12th tribe of Israel, which was founded in Jamaica by our beloved prophet, Brother Vernon Carrington Gad, having the opportunity to function as an executive member and given the privilege to travel to Africa since 1976. And then at this time, I am thankful that we have repatriated and we're living there and fulfilling the works that our Father has ordained for our lives. Thank you, Brother Kwasi, for having us.
I just attended a family event where the Phillpotts family was in full splendor and glory. So you can judge a couple by their fruits, and the fruits, them are fruit out there. So I really admire, you know, the joy, and I know you must have felt good to see the family gathered and see everyone happy and, you know, thriving in their own right. So I just want to share that before we get into the topic. I want to start out, Brother Karl sent time on some pictures. So I want, you know, usually we step into the Lion Talk or Lion Voice time machine. So now we have some visual aids. So I'm going to pull up some of these pictures of the school. Yeah. And then I want...
Yes, Brother Kwasi, before we go into the photos,
okay, go ahead.
I would like to always have to acknowledge who were before us and who encouraged us and inspired us, because it's upon their shoulders that we are building. We are ever grateful to our beloved founder and prophet, Prophet Gad, who encouraged the JRC, the Jamaica Rastafari Community in Shashamane, Ethiopia, to come together to make the representations to the Ethiopian authorities of things we'd like to do and the challenges that we face. We also like to give credit to all the pioneers who journeyed to Ethiopia before us, endured all type of hardships when there was no electricity, no running water, and who have held those portions of land that we could go and find a place to build. So we have to mention them and all our Rastafari elders who were before us, who taught us to hold the red, gold, and green flag and to look to Ethiopia. So we are building on their shoulders. But more so, we'd like to give thanks to the Most High God who enabled us to accomplish all these things that you will see that we have accomplished. So we give thanks, and all the brothers and sisters of the Rastafari community here in DC and the Rastafari community throughout the world, in particular the 12 tribes of Israel, brethren, where we grew up, who encouraged us and who mentored us in this trad, you know, and never give up the desire to return to Ethiopia. We are here in America now, Stavali mentioned, but we are back and forth because we have a large family here, and we also have, here's where the people are, majority, who we're working for, who would desire to go to Ethiopia. and start a new life, so to speak. So give thanks.
Give thanks, give thanks. So I'm going to, oh, sorry. Let me do the wide view. Sorry. I'm going to, again, pull up some pictures. Brother Karl called me to organize these pictures, but I had to make a move. So I'm going to put Brother Karl on the spot here for some rapid response. So we should have a good time with it. Let me start with this picture here. And Mama Valerie, yeah, I can feel free to chime in as well.
No problem.
What are we looking at here, Brother Karl?
All right, you're looking at the first concrete structure of the JRDC School project. You're looking also at two of the founders, Teach Allen and also Teacher Karl Hamilton. And when they started, you'll see other photos where everything started under a zinc shed. And that is what where we wanted to start from. If you can roll it back, you see a zinc fence, a zinc shed. Yes. So this was in the year around 2000 or a year before. You can see Teacher Allen. He got a spot on the headquarters of treasurers because all the brothers came to the conclusion that education was a priority for their children. You can see seated there in a chair, that is our brother from Washington, D.C., who has a club here, who, when he came back from Ethiopia in visiting D.C., he gave his club to keep the first fundraiser for the JRDC. Yes. And yes, so that is where everything started. Yeah, so you can roll to the other one, which is what we call a Watland Dab hut. Move from there to a 3-acre piece of land on the settlement. Now go back a little more. Raspazi. You'll see a red hut like. If you can go back to another photo there. Anyway, we just run it anyway. This is another stage of the two classroom, which I were told. All right, there is the first one of the earliest photos of the brothers there in Ethiopia, the children and the staff there in Shashamane, Ethiopia. This was in around 2006, 20 years ago. You can roll it, brother Kwazi. It's all right. Okay, if you can flip that photo, if you can flip it. That came to Rasquazi. Can you flip it?
How it came through, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can flip it. I don't think I have that ability.
Anyway, when they moved from the zinc shed, which was on the 12th Tribe of Israel headquarters, to a 3-acre piece of land that a brother Dean
Dan
and
Chris Dan.
And Chris Dan, some brothers who came from the UK, but they returned to the UK.
From the 12 tribes.
And yeah, they're members of the 12 tribes of Israel, and they left what is like a cow pen and in which, yeah, that was where cat was kept. Is like being born in a manger, you know, and it was refurbished and that's where the school started after it left the zinc shed. Yes, you may proceed, Pasquazi.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So this is
yes, yeah. That's one of the stages of the 2 classroom, because they were told if they could put up a concrete structure, then the government would give them license to start the school officially. And so that is the stages. As I said, when our Ethiopian brethren came back and we kept a fundraiser at his club, then we sent the funds, and this was the structure that was started with the volunteer work of the brothers and sisters on the land in Ethiopia. Elias is his name. Elias was that club in DC. Remember Elias?
Yeah, man, I know Elias. Barnon.
Yes.
No, no, it wasn't Barnon. I mean, not Barnon. Sorry, it was Kaffa House.
His name is Elias Zekeli from the Kaffa House. He was the first one who reached out and gave us a space to keep the first fundraising event. So let everyone give Elias a big round of applause.
Yeah, man.
And that kicked off everything, the funding. Here are the first set of teachers, because when it started, it was just 3 teachers and 18 students. So this is a growth, and this is around, again, 2006 period. Coinciding, I think, with Bob Marley's event that was kept, I think, in that year. Yeah, so there we see the early staff members and growth taking place from 18 teachers and such forth. We did that one already, so you can go forward.
Okay, hold on. I think I have, let me remove some of these, hold on. If my queen was here, it would be a lot smoother. Everyone know when you see me I struggle, you know, say me one. I deal with it. But we're doing our best. Hold on, let me bring up this. Where is that one? Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Okay, this takes us now from that Watland house, which you said was originally a cow pen, and this is a newly furbished 4-classroom kindergarten building, which was built between 2022 and 2023, which houses over 200 kindergarten children. So that is that, which was supported by grassroots supporters, no major corporation, no government assistance, just showing how much, with a little effort and unity and focus, what can be accomplished.
Yes. I want to let the item know we do have the greatest online community on the planet, on the comment sections. So we have some comments coming in here. There, Medina Simple Island Life is asking the age group of the students.
The students at this facility that we're now looking at, that's the kindergarten section. And all the students who are in that section, ages go from, I think, 4 to 6 or 4 to 5, and then they go to 1st grade. But that's the kindergarten section. And this was a mandate from the government that the kindergarten children had to be in a separate area from the primary and elementary kids.
Okay, next question. What curriculum is being taught?
Okay, that's a good question. Being a non-governmental organization, NGO charity, registered with the Ethiopian government as a charity project, the guidelines are that we use the curriculum that all kindergarten and elementary schools use in Ethiopia. So it's under the guidelines of the Ministry of Education there in Ethiopia. So it's not a private school as such, but it comes as an NGO because NGOs are established to support governments in their objective, whether educational and economical or whatever. That's what NGO, and they have to follow these guidelines in order to maintain legitimacy. So they learn Amharic, Oromifa, English, and all local secular subjects. In the social studies, then because the school serves all genders, all ethnic groups, all religious groups. So it's not a school that teach Rastafari as such, but in the social studies and being there and being that it is managed by the board of the Jamaica Rastafari Community, we influence, and in the social studies there's opportunity to create awareness of our people in the diaspora, and they can see our contributions that we're making in Ethiopia.
Yes, very important, very important. Also, sister asks that we list the year for each achievement. As you're giving the narration, if you could just list the year, if you can remember.
Okay.
Them. Yeah, if you can remember.
Yes, we'll try. As we said, the year 2000 is really between 1999 and 2000 is when the school evolved out of homeschooling, and it went to the zinc shed built at the HQ of the 12th Tribe of Israel in Ethiopia. The school soon outgrew that facility, and we mentioned the two brothers who gave a piece of land, so that's probably the year 2000. Yeah, that the sister Joan Douglas, who was given the caretakership of the land, she allowed the brothers to put the school over there. And then in the year, by the year 2004, then after the school was registered as a community NGO school in 2003, then they got the license to function as a community educational project, licensed under as an indigenous NGO in Ethiopia, with a license to venture into education, healthcare, agricultural projects, and other projects for the general welfare of the community. And in that same year, 2003, the Shashamane Foundation was registered by them as the chief founder and partner for this project, because they had to have a registered partner, legitimate, and we were here in the DMV area. And so we started to work together from that time until this time. Other listing the elementary classroom building, which you'll soon see, that was built in around, let's say, between 2000 and 2005, the structure. With donations and contributions, fundraising activities, and also by a major donor was Brother Orthodox Isachar, a brother from Canada, who contributed, of the 12 Tribes of Israel, who contributed most of the funding for the construction of the elementary 8 classroom building. We can go on to, so the other major construction, as we mentioned, then there's a lunchroom facility. Yeah, those are the teachers and members of staff, and that was in the year around 2021, 22. Members of staff there, I am sitting with them, and we took that photo. So we see the growth and the blessings that come from the Most High, and yes, so that is it. You can continue. That is a photo of the elementary school building that was built, as I mentioned, in around 2004. And those are the 8 classrooms. There also is a building for a room for a computer room in that building, along with 8 classrooms and a staff room for the teachers. So that's the elementary section of the JRDC school project.
One second here, and I want to just emphasize that this is consistent work over the years, fundraiser after fundraiser, people coming out of pocket too.
Yes.
See Mama Valerie and Brother Karl have to find it sometime. Them now going to tell you that part there, but I will tell you, and others too, other people with, so there's a lot of
self-included. Yourself included.
Yes.
Here we have in 2023, we fundraised again for the building of a lunchroom facility for the kindergarten children. So there they are with their staff members having lunch in that facility that was built for them. They bring their own lunch. This photo doesn't reflect that we are the ones who are feeding them. Some time ago, around probably 6 years ago, a sister had a grant where she funded a feeding program for them for a year. But after that, the funding didn't continue. But we have worked out that it would take like for a month to have a breakfast program for the children in the kindergarten, probably around $250 to $300 to have somebody prepare those meals, like just lunch, even breakfast. Out of those children that go to the JRDC school, we have 50 who are on total scholarship. These are orphans, and we call half orphans, means that one parent has passed away. So those are funded. If we can even provide for those 50, then it would be very helpful. But we're tackling so many things at one time. We don't start things and can't finish them. And everything we start, like this, it is a continuous responsibility on us, and we don't really start things and stop. So we don't take it up if we're not ready or we don't have the support or the funding for it. But we would wish something like that. Remember, remember now right here, that is the new gate of the sustainability project, the wall that has been built around the school. And we can, if you go back to it, Raswazi, you came out of that photo. Yeah, there you can see the board of directors at the JRDC. And when we were in Ethiopia, except Sister Valerie, the managing director and the board. So that's brother. Those are some of the earliest settlers. Brother Desmond Martin, who's been there over 50 years. He's to the right. He's the former chairman of the JRDC in the red jacket. And there beside him is another board member. I think it's Sister Angela, who has been Isachar, who has been there for over probably 20 years. She's the recording secretary for the GRDC. Then we see Sister Joan Douglas, who is the one who
was in charge
of the land. Land is in her name now, and she allowed the school to be built on it. So let's give Sister Joan Douglas another big hand. She's a sister who also has a restaurant there in Shashamane, Bolt Restaurant, named after Hussein Bolt. Her and her family run it. And then she went there when there was no running water in Ethiopia. And brother, there's no running water, no electric light on the land ground. They had to go to the river to get water and carry that on their heads. So those are the real pioneers, the real heroes of this story. And then we see Sister Linda. I think if I can make out, because the picture is very small. Linda Gittin, she's a nurse who migrated from the United States, from the 12th tribe of Israel again. She is a nurse and a midwife. She has delivered many children on that land, and she's in charge of the social welfare arm of the GRDC. Then we can see Brother Arms Levi, who is also sent from Jamaica.
Next to Sister Gittins is
after this, the managing director. Yeah, he's an Ethiopian, and he's a tireless worker and contributor. In the rear, that tall gentleman, you see, that's Brother Sidney Salmon, the current chairman of the GRDC. And
next to Abisa?
Next to Abisa is Ronald Simmons, who is a brother sent from Jamaica in the year 1975-76, and has been there ever since. And he's one of our major builders. He went to Ethiopia when Sister Valerie and the other 12 sisters went. He journeyed with them and he stayed. The sisters went to view the land. That's executive 12 sisters of the 12 tribes of Israel, and to bring back a report of the land. And they went with Dr. Vernon Carrington, Brother Gad, on that journey. And that is me on the outside there, and Sister Valerie is there in the back, stand up beside Brother Simeon. Yeah, like she's hiding from the camera. Yeah, give thanks. Yes, brother. They can roll it.
You can roll it, Rasquazi.
Sorry about that. Hold on 1 second.
No problem. Take your time.
Oh, I have to get rid of this image. Hold on. And then I can bring up this image that Brother Karl sent. Hold on there.
Take your time.
Brother Karl sent this image. You want to explain why you chose this image?
Yes, because there's a speech by His Majesty. You can read it, Rasquaz. It's very fine on my thing here. Just read that speech by His Majesty, please.
It says, because peace cannot reign in an atmosphere reeking with poverty and hunger, we must explore and strengthen the means of feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, and enlightening the illiterate. Serious.
Yes, so His Majesty says that that's eliminating poverty and hunger and illiteracy is our fulfilling our Rastafari creed, that the hungry be fed, the naked clothed, the sick nourished, the aged protected, and the infants be cared for. So we believe that, as the popular saying goes, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach him how to fish, you feed him for life. So we believe that by helping to educate these children, we get them opportunity for life. And also, we know that if you cast the bread upon the waters, you'll find it after many days. So this investment we're making in the youth, we know they'll always remember this community of people from the diaspora who came and assisted them in their education. And we pray that some, if not all, will be grateful. And when they get into government office, they'll remember where their sponsorship came from. Give thanks.
Give thanks, give thanks. I want to run the first video.
Okay, thank you.
Greeting, dear all supporters of the JRDC School. This beautiful sustainability project is completed. We will receive the license from the federal government of Ethiopia very soon. Thank you so much for your supporting the JRDC School through the Shashamane Settlement Foundation. We set the 3-year strategic plan to make the JRDC School a better place for education. Support the JRDC School through Shashamane Settlement Foundation on annual fundraising program. Thank you so much. We love you all. Support the JRDC School. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, what was that we just saw there?
Okay. Last year, remember, Squazi, we kept the fundraising event, and
Yes.
that fundraiser was to put in place a sustainability engine so that this bird can fly out of the nest on its own wings. So what we noticed in going to Ethiopia, that we see Ethiopians, their high schools, they build shops outside against the wall of the school and rent them out to vendors, and as a source of income for the school to help it to sustain themselves, because they can't depend upon government assistance alone. We have no governmental assistance, so we know that we won't be here forever. We have been doing this for over 26 years. And so we know that myself, Brother Roy, Sister Valerie, our family, our children, we are trying to set in place, which is a principle for all Africa, and which even Burkina Faso shows. We have to have sustainable development. We have to rely upon our own resources in our own country instead of foreign assistance. So these 8 shops that we have built, they'll be rented out to community members or whoever, and the income from that, after expenses, will go to the JRDC School's budget. So we give thanks that this has been accomplished and set in place. So, as my sister said, when we're no longer there, then the work will continue. And that's not to say that these 8 shops will bring in enough income to sustain the school. I must mention quickly, it takes around $40,000 as the operating expense for the school for a year. That is the salary of one teacher here, because the inflation rate in Ethiopia is around 30% annually. Therefore, just like Jamaica, a comparison, it is $1 is to 160 Ethiopian birr. So you can imagine, as we will show you soon, as Rasquaz will probably put up that flyer, it takes about $50 a year to fund one child to that school. One child, $50 a year. It takes around $780 to pay a teacher there for 1 year because of the thing. So it shows how much a little can do. Many of us are waiting for the reparation money, are waiting for money from the Queen of England, are waiting on money from the Malis, but we believe that every one of us have a responsibility to give, and don't wait till, that wooden fence will be removed as soon as the license is completed, and you'll be able to see properly the shops. There's another video showing the interior of the shops, which probably Brother Kwasi will get to.
And I would just like to say, Raskwasi, that the voice that we heard was that of Ato Abdissa, the program director, who works tirelessly. He's the one who employs the workmen to do that job.
Managing director.
He's the managing director, and he makes sure that it is done in a manner where the school does not, experience extra costs. So his sources is very resourceful, and we're thankful to God that he sent us Ato Abdissa, because without him, it would have been much harder. And he, as an Ethiopian who understands the system, he knows where to go. He's presently, I don't know if I'm jumping the gun, but he's presently working on getting the license in place, so that we can have people inside the building to start bringing in resources to help fund the school.
Yes, and this is the flyer that Brother Karl was talking about. So I can post this in my community space.
Yeah.
So for ones who are part of our Patreon family, part of the Lion Pride, we will post this so that the item can see it more in depth and take action, because we want ones who are seeing this to take action. This is one of the projects. When someone tell you that Rastafari is not doing any work, this is one of the projects you take and thump them with. You just take this project and thump them in them mouth, because you have to show them, say, no, these are projects that, and it's not from yesterday, this project has been going on. This project, has decades of success. Hundreds of children graduated. I told Brother Karl I was in Virginia at the eye shop, and start talk to the sister, and she tell me she's from Shashamane, and come to find out she was a graduate of the school, here in America. So, and she had so great things to say. I unfortunately didn't get her contact information, but that just is a anecdotal story of the impact that this school has had on the Ethiopian community. No better public relation than seeing the Rastafari community come and build a school that is educating. And these are Oromo youths too. We have to also mention that this is an Oromo region, so this is very good public relation. Talk about that part.
Yeah, well, the school it's just since the federal structure in Ethiopia is along ethnic lines, so we're in the Oromo region. Although we don't like to identify, we just want to identify with Ethiopia as Ethiopians. So the school serves people who are whatever ethnic group, but the majority of people in that region are from the Oromo ethnic group. But we, as we say, we are by our actions, we are looking to win the hearts of Ethiopian people. Because these things and conflicts which have a deep historic roots, we don't know nothing about them things. We only know ourselves as an African people, as an Ethiopian people. And we are there to work with the people. We are not into politics or supporting this or that, because we know that the world is ever changing. So things come, people come and people go, men come and men go. So, but the Most High word abide forever. So we are just focusing on what we're there to do, which is to help these children get an opportunity. Over 4,000 children have graduated from that elementary school over the period. 4,000. Some of them have gone on to high schools. We had a scholarship program called the Karl Hamilton Sponsorship Program. Karl Hamilton, who was sent from the United States as one of their first repatriated brethren from the 12 Provincial House.
And one of the first teachers.
And first teachers who started the homeschooling effort with the children. He passed and there was a scholarship in his name. And we have sponsored in that scholarship with funding of Goodwill people. We have sent children on to high school, sponsored them, and to University of Minch, University of Hawassa. And and some have gone on to be productive members, have their own business, working on radio stations, even today. So we give thanks to the Most High that, although sometimes it may feel a heavy weight to be trying to raise funds over these years, and sometimes we feel tired and say, boy, but just said to yourself, it's not you doing it, it's me doing it through you. So you just go on, be an instrument,
Provided.
Yes, for you never get weary yet. Yes, give thanks. And we have been doing this work voluntarily over the years. We don't get no pay. Anytime you have people use a better concept, we're gonna each about our own pockets.
That's the problem. That's the part I don't like. That's the part I don't like that part, because the idea should be getting 6-figure salary to do this work.
Yeah,
because
we're sowing seeds. We know that, Yeah.
Well, Rasquazi, what we would like to say is that we may not be getting 6-figure salaries, but we have great health.
Yes.
And that we're thankful for. Because without health, none of what we're doing would be possible.
Yeah, give thanks.
So our health is our wealth.
Amen.
And we're thankful for that.
Give thanks.
And again, our children, our heritage, the goal is to teach them that as we have done, they too, we can pass the baton to them, that they will continue to work for humanity. Because as Brother Karl mentioned, we started when we were in high school in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. And we are thankful that at this age, we are still on the battlefield and carrying this work, because in high school where we met, we established African History Club when we were attending Excelsior High School, and then 16, 17. We were 16, 17, and now we are in the 70s, 74. Give that back. So, it's been a journey, but it's been a journey that has been a great learning experience. And as His Majesty has said, what life has taught me is what I would like to share with those who want to learn. Was it?
No, it's fine.
So what we are learning is that a Luther continues, the struggle continues. Yeah. And already Father has ordained, because you have son and you have daughter who I know they're going to come and carry through what you're doing. And like you said, you saw some of our daughters and our son in motion on Saturday night, and you know that what you saw was well organized.
Yes.
And so that's where we wanted to be. Even in Ethiopia presently, other than the school, there are a group of girls that I have the privilege to mentor. And when I'm there, I have programs with them to help to teach them to not to think that, being born in Ethiopia is not a blessing, but to understand that they have purposeful lives to continue and to teach. So we teach them self-care. We teach them, we work along with our daughter here in the United States, who has a program called It Takes a Village. If you go online, you will see ITAV collab. It Takes a Village. And so we partner with her. and she will send in programs, and you know, the girls are blessed to be able to share in that partnership. So, you know, we are working, and we know that, I mean, like I'm saying, we are wealthy, we may not have it in hand, and we still have to be fundraising until that time comes. So we thank you for your concern, and we overs, you know, but we're full joy in the job that has been given to us to accomplish.
I'm allowing the eye to stay diplomatic so I can burn the fire, Mama Valerie, because I want to see the item being paid as consultants, you know, to come on board and to do this work. And that's the ecosystem that my generation is building now. You know, we stand on your shoulders, but we are saying to ourselves, we have to build out the economy of righteousness, meaning wickedness. Them get paid for do all kind of wickedness, you know, think tanks, all these things, they're getting all this money. We need the economy, our people who are doing righteous works, to also be able, because I know if I give Mama Valerie $100,000, most of that gone to people in need. So it's really, you know, I have to fight with Mama Valerie to keep some and say, Mama Valerie, go to the spa, no? Go and take some time, take some trip and go to Mombasa and cool out. I would have to force her with Ras Woolley. We would have to come up with a plan to get her to focus on herself. But the point is that we need to, yes, volunteer work is commendable. It's great. But as we talk about sustainability, we want to get in a position, global family, where we can fund this. And let me just share my vision quickly. I have 78,000 subscribers now. We're getting ready to touch 79,000. By Wednesday, we hit 79,000 subscribers. My dream is, or vision, not the dream. My vision is that we would have 50,000 of the item who would contribute $10 to this project. That would be $500,000 to the Shashamane Development Foundation, that they could now plan, they could do different things, give them some breathing room, and it only would take $10 off of an individual. This is the power that we have in the modern time with this technology and this community. So this is why we're bringing it. I know I might have to get to 1 million subscribers to get 50,000 to do that. And that's the goal. We're going to keep on going until we have that. But those who are watching, you can be part of making that vision a reality. If we get 100 people today after watching, because I know we'll get at least 500 views on this video. If we can get at least 100, 1/5 of the people watching this video to contribute to the school, then we're on our way of realizing that vision and that mighty manifestation of the power of Rastafari and what we can do when we work together in collective security. So I know that the item have to be diplomatic, and I want you to stay that way. You shouldn't have no blemish. But you see, I and I, as a youth, as the young adults, as the mature adults, we now have the job to set up the condition where the item, we can hire Mama Valerie and Brother Karl to come and consult us on the work that they're doing, and they can stay as elder statesmen and just feel comfortable. You know, they have grandchildren they want spoiled too. You know what I mean? So we should be striving for that. So I'm going to play them. You want to say something, Brother Karl?
Yes.
I'm going to play this.
I'm going to play. But remember, we're having our annual fundraising event on August the 9th. And Rasquazi will at the Civic Center, Maryland. So he will run that also. So you are invited to all come and to participate and to contribute. Okay, so we're looking forward to see. And who cannot come, as he played in his video, you still can contribute and to help us. Our goal is to raise, we don't want to limit ourselves, as much as we can. Over 10,000, 15,000, if we can raise the operation expense for the school for a year, then we know that the rest that Roscoe has talked about, we'll take our risk because we're not looking anything
yes
from anyone as such, you know. We already have a return ticket for Ethiopia. So so we're not looking anything for ourselves, not even glory for ourselves, because we hear the scripture said, do your good works that men may see them and glorify your Father who is in heaven. So all glory be to him. All we are doing is him allow us with health and strength to do it. So we give him all the glory, not looking to be on TV or to, when it's we post things on like Facebook, what we're doing is because we want to know what we're doing. It's not about us. Give thanks.
And Russ,
yes, go ahead.
what I would like to say here is that we are very purposeful in this project because we want to make sure that our students at the JRDC school is given quality, the best quality education. Because what is happening in Ethiopia, because of the economy, we find that teachers are leaving to go where they think the grass is greener financially. So we have the responsibility that we are moving towards this year, especially to increase the salary of our teachers.
Yes.
And so, you know, when you see the 26th annual benefit dinner, we are asking you to come out and support. We are only asking for $50 for entrance for your meal. And Raskwazi, you can tell them about the meal. The meal will include your main course. It will first, the first part of the dinner when you come in is that you will have your hors d'oeuvres, your fruits, and whatever else you would like to have. Then you have your dinner. Then you know that you have pastries by Rosemary Pastries. You have juices. So everything, you have Ethiopian artists who will be performing, and we want you to be there and have a royal experience. We want you to have a full joy. We don't want the joy to end, because when you leave, you must say, we had such a full enjoyment at the 26th annual benefit dinner that we are looking forward to 2027 before 26 is even complete. So that is our appeal. Help us to help others, because you may think that you, as Rasquazi said, giving $10, you would be surprised how far that goes to help pay teachers, to help sustain the student, to help maintain the school, the staff who maintain the grounds, the staff who cleans, the facility, to keep everything, to make it number one, because whatever we're doing it to the best of our ability. So help us to fulfill the 26th annual benefit dinner, which will be a royal occasion. On Sunday,
yes,
August 9th, 2026, at the Civic Center, the Buffalo Hall. We look forward to seeing you and having you there celebrating with us in Silver Spring. Thank you, Rasquazi, for giving us the privilege.
Yeah, I'm gonna run forward. I'm gonna
Yes.
forward the commercial before we seal up. But I also have asked Brother Karl to book the Chaz Match Kwasi for that event there as an artist.
Yes,
on the annual event. That told him.
Yes, Rasquazi has performed for us in the past, and we're looking forward to have him. He's always present, and he is worthy of all the exposure that he needs.
Yes, and I'm waiving my 6-figure performance fee for the Shashamane Development
Thank you,
Foundation.
Rasquazi. Thank you.
Yes, but you can run some of the videos there, of course. Let us see more.
Hold on, here. Hold on here. Let me.
The beginning of the school day for the students.
Wow.
That's how they begin their day.
I love that. And that, I think, shows the scope of the work. You know, you could see the kindergarten separated from the main school. Everybody in formation. This is what the Rastafari community coming together, working together, has contributed to the Shashamane ecosystem, and it's a powerful sight to behold. I'm going to play another video here.
Yes, here we are in Ethiopia, 4th day of April. We give thanks to our Most High God.
Hold on a second here. As I always say, okay, we have the visual. All right, ready?
Yes, here we are in Ethiopia, 4th day of April. We give thanks to our Most High God that He has allowed us to accomplish this stage. The 4 shops. Here we have Otto Abisa, the managing director, standing inside one of these shops. You can see the width and the length. Step back over this. Yes. There is the ceiling. This is just one of them, the inside. So again, we give thanks to the Most High God who inspired our donors to make this contribution. And Otto Abisa, could you tell our constituencies what is needed next to bring it to the final stage and some of the challenges that we face? Give thanks.
Yeah, give thanks to the Almighty God for the phase. As you can see that the phase 3, we reached to this level. Almost 98% of the sustainability project has been completed. So the only thing that we have been left to just fix the electric meter and the water meter, and the toilet also completed and 98% completed. And as you can see, the outside part painted with the new material that the Ethiopian government announced to paint front of the main road. So the shops is, as you can see, is so much beautiful, and we can clean up. The next step, we can clean up, and we should have to have the license from the federal government. Since we are the CSO, we have to get the CSO certificates.
Okay, could you tell them what is a CSO?
Civil Societies Organization. Authority for Civil Society Organization is the federal government's office who will give the certificate for all NGO who are working in Ethiopia, either in local or international NGO, The license will be offered by the Authority for Civil Society for Organizations.
Okay. You can comment. Yes, comment on that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that is just a view of the sustainability project. And we're moving on to step on the quality of education, as Sister Valerie mentioned, because what is happening now, because of the nationalist movement in Ethiopia, in that region, they are emphasizing the children learn Oromifa, not Amharic, at their kindergarten stage, although Amharic was the general language, but now they're emphasizing their own language. And so the children start to, when they reach to grade 4 is when they start to be taught fully the English language. However, when they leave from the elementary school and go to high school and they go to university, all the subjects are in English. So we find that that is a handicap for the children to start so late. So you have massive failure in the schools, in proficiency in the language. And even here in America or English-speaking countries, comprehension is something that even children who can read fall down on. They're reading, but they're not understanding. So we have that double challenge to proficiency, so that when they are going to higher schools of learning. So we are working now for the next 3 years on the aspect of the project to increase this, their proficiency in the English language with good professional teachers, where most of the teachers' colleges in the Roma region, for some reason, have been closed. So the teachers we get are teachers, there are few who have teaching as a career. People become teachers because that's the quickest job they can get to get employed. So they have degrees. Everybody there has to have a degree. But we are also implementing programs to train the teachers that we have. There's also the problem of shortage of books which the government supply. They give priority to their elementary public schools, and sometimes there's not enough books. So the school has to buy books directly from the publishers. And so the ratio of books to children is not a high one. So we want to increase that ratio because children can't learn without books. So there's a lot of work that have to be done. And as I mentioned, within the social studies, we want to reach to a comfortable stage where we can focus on teaching them the Pan-African history within their social studies, and about also our plight, so they can fully appreciate the history of our people and our contribution, why we are here, why we are in Ethiopia, why we're looking to come to Africa. So it's nothing which is overnight, and we just appreciate all who will contribute. And as you know, our website, Brother Kwasi will show you can go to it, or you can scan the QR code that he posts. You can go to the website shashamane.org, SHASHAMANE.org, and you'll see all the things we're talking about, all these videos you can pull down. You get history and the background relationship between our people and Ethiopia, and that whole history going way back to the Holy Bible from Genesis. We have a historical connection, because Ethiopia is an Africa. When you read Genesis in the Bible, you're not reading a white man's story, you're reading the history of Africa. So, we encourage people to do what they can. We know that there are many other causes. And I'd like to mention the Ethiopian World Federation, which the land grant in Ethiopia by His Majesty was granted through the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated. So we also work with all progressive groups that are involved in Ethiopia's development, including the Ethiopian World Federation with the Nyabingi House there. Bongaraki was one of the earliest members of the JRDC, and he's from the Nyabingi House. Priest Paul from the Bobo Shanti, he was an original board member of the JRDC. So we are not bounded by organizations. We have surpassed that. We work with anyone who is willing to work for Ethiopia. Like we use the parallel, if we all are moving a very heavy table, then from each side, we lift the table and move it. We have a common interest, and that is the unifying point within the Rastafari. We have a common interest. So we forget about all the other differences and work within the common interest, which is to fulfill the vision of our fathers, to make a contribution to Africa's development, and those who wish to go there to live can fulfill it. But everything has to be done by realistically approaching the situation. It's not a dream or just a chalice around a talk and a smoke. No, it's a thing that involves life and even death if you don't know what you're doing. So we give thanks for Squads. I don't know if you have any more slides you want to show, one more, or any questions from the audience, because I know we are here to answer all their questions wherever we can.
We have a question here. Is asking, would it be more realistic to create a self-sustainable village rather than trying to educate the local surrounding population? So
I think it would be complementary. Yeah, this is a starting point. We encourage anyone to use our model, but you'd have to, you register as a private school entity where you can, so you have to go through the bureaucratic channels again to have those licensing. There are brothers and sisters who are in Addis Ababa who work in private schools and administer private schools. So the ideal is to have our own school. But general education is education. Secular education, math, science, history, geography, all different fields are things which equip the people. What we're doing now, it helps that we're not only looking about our people, so to speak, we're looking about the community we live in. We are participating in community development. If you go into any country and you isolate yourself like you're doing something and business and everything for yourself and not contributing, then you make yourself a target of xenophobia, so to speak, where people say, like, and politicians build around that, like you come and you're taking away something from them. But that is not the case. We have to develop, Marcus Garvey said, when you go to Africa, we must not go as people who are going to so-called civilize the natives, but to work in mutual partnership with the people there on the ground. So what we're doing is creating a climate by our contribution for more to come, that the people can see that you're there not to take, but to give, to put in, not to take out. Not selfishly seeking our own personal goals, but working together with the people of the community and the people of Ethiopia. That's the answer to that question, Sister Valerie.
I would just like to say that what we have to understand is the need that is there amongst these children. Many, as Karl mentioned before, have maybe no mom, no dad, because of war, because of health. Some have lost parents because of, different health conditions. And so we are doing our best to help, to take these children from a condition of the streets to a place where they can be treated as children deserve to be treated, to train them up in the way that they should grow. Because even though we have the school and there may be almost 500 students, there still may be 500 more there out on the road that are needing the help that we are trying to give to this 500. So, you know, like I'm saying, coming from Western civilization, as Brother Carl said, 1 US is 160 birr. And 50 students, 50 US dollars can fund one student for a whole year. So, do the math and figure out which and what way is best to use your time and contribute your energy and your efforts.
Follow up song here, him say. He said he understands the need, but also see a discrepancy between the idealistic myth of repatriation versus the diplomatic agenda afoot at present.
Is that a question or a statement?
It sounds like a statement.
Okay, well, I want to speak to make their statement. So, we were not here to debate anything. We're just working because throughout the movement for all my life, is enough debate and enough talking. So we just do what we can within our time. And, we give thanks that the Most High has allowed it to bear fruit. Yes, any more questions?
This is the
that's
website.
on the website. Yeah, website. They can go to it and see shashamane.org and go in depth into anything that they wish to.
If you have any questions for Brother Karl, Mama Valerie, put them in the comment section. We will get to them. This is a monumental undertaking, years of works. I think the Shashamane Development Foundation is the first 501c3 Rastafari organization in the US. I don't know of any 501c3 organization before. So the item are pioneers, and the work is to be respected at the highest level. Let me see if I can find this commercial here. Hold on one moment.
Join us on Sunday, August 9th, 2026 at 5 p.m. for the 25th annual fundraiser for the Shashamane Foundation at the Silver Spring Civic Center, Great Buffalo Hall in Silver Spring, Maryland. Come be a part of an evening that helps transform lives by supporting quality education and sustainable development at the JRDC School in Shashamane, Ethiopia. Your presence and generosity help empower children, strengthen communities, and build a brighter future. Can't attend? You can still make a difference by donating at shashamane.org or by scanning the event QR code. Mark your calendar, bring your family and friends, and let's build a lasting legacy together. We'll see you there. Rastafari TV and Site Media are proud sponsors of the Shashamane Foundation.
Big up Sister Fanai, Rastafari TV, for all the work that they do as well. Always supporting this work. So we have to give strength to Sister Fanai let me see here. DJ Ras Ayman says, give thanks. And as I always say, we have to train the people that are living in the environment so that when our children go out into the world, they can be among people that is educated. I definitely agree that educating people is also an act of self-love, because you don't want your children to be around people who are not educated. So definitely that's great. He also says no longer should rectify ID an isolated community and liberty that has to hide in a bush. I think that was spell check. I think he was saying no longer should Rastafari be an isolated community and liberty that has to hide in a bush. We want all the people to get so that they can see and realize the benefits in real life. I agree, DJ Ras Ayman. Big up all of the Atlanta Rastafari community family checking in. And remember, when you see this work, I think one of the problems we have as a people, we see someone doing some work and we want them to do all of the work. You know, everybody has their lane to do everything. Everybody cannot do all things for all people. So this work is a very necessary step, outreach to the local community. It establishes some of the core tenets of Rastafari, which has always been for the people. And it gives people, you know, the eye test when they see Rastafari people. What are these people here doing? And then they can see, okay, they build a school. Okay, my youth get educated. Okay, they're making sure, say, the place is a better place. And we saw the benefit, because when the tribal uprising took place in Shashamane, the Rastafari spaces were largely untouched, and the Rastafari people, when that violence was taking place. And I think a lot of that can be attributed to the school. And, you know, the fact that most of these people that were rising up had children that attend to the school or know someone who went to the school. So this is not a theoretical exercise. This is frontline Armageddon soldiers who are putting forward the work. Now, a next group of people need to come up with a Rastafari curriculum, a Rastafari school, a Rastafari village concept and plan, and make that be complementary to the foundation that has been set, you know. But I don't think it's fair if you say, why haven't you done X, Y, Z and this and that, and so much work has been done, you know. Akashik out of Atlanta community said JRDC is the real deal. Decades of selfless service, respect, and honor. So just know that the love is there. Our elder Johnny Johnson out of Harlem, New York. The Phillpotts are not only talking the talk, they are actually walking the walk. Thank them. Our elder Johnny Johnson, who is a New York native currently living in Texas. Kendall said, I wasn't criticizing them. I asked a sincere question. We're not saying you're criticizing Kendall, but we just say that we just say that they can't do everything. But no, I mean, these are things that we want to, I hope, spark others who see these works, because the questions you ask about the village and you know, educating, you know, having our own curriculum are very important. And I know that others are working on these things, just like the Catholics have their own schools, and you don't have to be Catholic to go to a Catholic school. You know, you go there because the education is top notch, or you feel like it's top notch, and you go there. The same way I and I as Rastafari can have Rastafari school with a Rastafari curriculum that serves the others. But this is a step. This is a prototype. This is a first step. This is our elders say, we're not sitting down and waiting for the conditions to be perfect. We are going to move. We're going to act. And decades later, the proof is there. You know what I mean? The proof is there. Let me just say that this is one of the things that, as a global Rastafari family, we can be proud of. You know. And the transparency is second to none. Let me also say that when you give money to Shashamane Development Foundation, you can be assured that that money is going to the cause that it has been sent to, you know what I mean? And the proof is there, you know what I mean? So we're not picking on the eye, Ken Dolly. We're just blocking the sound so that the ones that can know. Yeah, go ahead.
One thing there, Rasquazi, we have soon to run. I know you will have you love to have us here, but we'd like to mention that there's a donation log which we have updated, which will be coming this week, which shows every single person who have donated from the year 2000 to 2025.
Wow.
Yeah. All the names, how much each year, and each year they don't, and who donated. And this was put together by our illustrious brother Roy McPherson, who keeps the books. And everybody knows Brother Roy's work in Washington, D.C. Yeah, he's a no-nonsense person.
Yes.
And then, but we reach a stage now where we can give it to our daughters who put it in Excel programs, because all these things are recorded by hand in our old method. And now it will be up on the screen, so you can look if you see a name there. If you don't see a name there and you contribute, just call us, because we must, but we everything thoroughly. And when we look and we see over those years, it's approximately $500,000 US, which have gone from grassroots supporters to this project. So it's all there for you to see. See if you see your name. If you don't see your name, that means you either never contribute yet, and you're never late, because you have people contribute and then them have to go and contribute another worthy causes. We are not only worthy cause, you know. And again, we give thanks to all who have contributed. Rasquazi, who has allowed us to be on this program, the precious time, many times before. And is using this, we have to commit to support this program more financially also, you know, and be a monthly donor, you know. So we ask everyone to support his program, which we can make it work, you know. We don't have to wait upon this. Do what we can now, whatever is to come from the blessing of Jah, through the reparation movement or what, but we can't sit down and wait on that. We have to be doing, we have to be acting. We only have a certain time, you know, it's only Jah is eternal, you know, man only have a certain time. So we have to be doing ahead of the game, you know, doing what we can. And we are, why many people support over the years? Because they know me and Sister Valerie from children coming up. And them know, say, we're not looking from nobody. Be more giving rather than looking to take from people. So they trust us, you know. And
yeah, and I would also like us to, you know, remember our foundation as a people. We say that the Honorable Messiah Garvey, Marcus Garvey, has said that a people without knowledge of their past history and culture is like a tree without a root. So people, as Rasquazi is imploring you and encouraging you, dig deep, find out your history and your culture, and make sure that your roots are planted deeply in building your nation as an African people, because only then will we realize our purpose and our destiny. For these few words, Rasquazi, bless up. continue to full joy the works that you're doing. And we too just give thanks for the opportunity to be a part of it.
Well, my job as my generation is to make the item work easier and to rally the people around these type of projects. So I'm asking our global Lion Pride family. You see the emergency Lion Voice is a movement. So if we are a movement, let us show that energy and let us rally around this project, the Shashamane Development Project. I'm going to put this flyer on the screen again.
Yes, thank you.
And I want everyone to use the QR code, to scan the QR code so that they can give a contribution direct. Okay. Is that my Lion Pride on Patreon, Marie Robinson? Bless up yourself. You said, give thanks to the brethren and sistren. I want to be a part of that journey. We'll follow on their website. So you see it there?
Yeah. Yes,
so right away. Big up yourself, Sister Marie.
And invite her to come and be a part of the 26th annual.
Yes. Where are you watching from, Sister Marie? Let us know where you're watching from if you're local. My platform is global, Mama Valerie, so she might be in Zambia. We don't know where she's there right now. But tell us where you're
watching. She may decide and fly out. She will fly in.
Yeah, tell us where you're watching from, Sister Marie, if you can. David Sebastian is saying, give thanks for the work and keep the fire burning. He's in Trinidad. DJ Ayman is in Atlanta. So we have our family all over. Kendall is in Ohio. Yeah. You know, we have people from all over who watch this, and as you know, most people will watch this on the replay. So most of the people will watch the replay on this. And again, we're asking everyone watching the replay, scan the QR code, give your support, even if you can't make it physically. I will be there. I will give a performance along with, we always have brethren from New York come down.
Yes.
Okay, Marie Robinson in Orlando. She said, by the way, is there any 12 tribe community in Orlando?
Well, individuals are all over, you know, but no organizational branch as such in Orlando. But
New York.
Though we asunder part, we'll still be joining hearts and hope to meet again. So we know that wherever you are, we give thanks for this global outreach that we can all communicate. You can go to the website, you find our phone number, and you can reach out to us. And we'll be happy to explain anything you would like to hear or to understand more. We have a number you can call 301-213-2818. That's 301-213-2818. And you can also go to us on our website. Now we give thanks. Sister Valerie has an appointment, so I can stay a little more if
we're gonna seal up. We're gonna seal up. Just give us your final words. Just give us your final words, because we're at 7 o'clock, so we can seal up.
Okay. Well, now Sister Valerie to give the final word. You know?
Yes.
Give thanks, my brother. We always say we're on the battlefield, and we never stop fighting, and we never run away. We're giving God thanks for the strength and the energy, and for all the doors that He has opened to make it possible for us to accomplish what has been done so far. And 26 years of fundraising, and I have been cooking, and I will be cooking again.
Yes.
Aricona caterers.
Yes.
I was one of the caterers at Bob Marley's 60th birthday in Ethiopia.
Yes.
And I had the privilege. I fed over 2,000 people, not by myself. VIP with my brothers and sisters from Shashamane. So
Yeah.
it's been, like I said, a worldwide experience, and to God be the glory for all the great things that He has used us to accomplish. And just pray for us, for the strength. And like I said, our health is our wealth. And with that, we are using it to continue the works. Brother Karl, give thanks. Give thanks, Rasquazi.
Yes, give
No
thanks,
problem.
give thanks. As we always will say in our Ethiopian prayer, prince and princess shall come out of Egypt, bondage, the United States, wherever you are. Ethiopia shall stretch forth her hands unto God. O thou God of Ethiopia, O divine majesty, thy spirit has come into our hearts, will in the path of righteousness lead us. Help us to forgive that we may be forgiven. Teach us love and loyalty on earth as it is in heaven. Endow us with thy wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to do thy will. Thy blessing to us is that the hungry be fed, the naked clothed, the sick nourished, the aged protected, and the infants be cared for. And when our enemies are past and decay, in the depths of the earth, depths of the sea, the depths of the earth, and the belly of the beast, oh, give us all a place in thy kingdom, now and forevermore. Ethiopia yesterday, today, and forevermore. Give thanks.
Give thanks.
Aile. There you have it. Once again, another classic episode. Give thanks to everyone who was watching live.
Thank you.
Ken Daly said that I need to pawn my second kidney and sell my plasma to be a Lion Voice philanthropist. Ken Daly he's our comedian. He's our local comedian. And him give me a hard time every episode, but him come with facts and him also and him also contribute. So he's a man where putting money where his mouth is. So we give thanks for him as part of our community. Take care. Yes.
Yes, my love. Sorry, I have to.
No. We're finished. We're finished. You all can try. Yes, you all can try. Perfect.
Yes, thank you again, Rasquazi.
Yes.
Thank you again for this privilege and the program that you have created. This is so essential. People have to know about us, know the different viewpoints, and from learning from each and every one, they draw their own conclusion, So we give thanks, and all who support your program, we thank them also.
And I can tell you, Brother Karl, that the eye is a crowd favorite. People request the eye. Even on this episode, we had a brethren from Germany who said he couldn't stay up. Samson Benji said, greetings. Yes, unfortunately, I have to get up early tomorrow morning. But, I'll be rewatching this episode. So he said, Brother Karl, a real worker. So, you're highly requested on the platform. And again, this is one of my teachers. When I came to the Naya Bingi house, I saw Brother Karl there, Brother Roy were there. That's why I never bought into the division of Rastafari, because I never learned that in my uprising as a young Rastafari youth. I saw Naya Bingi, 12 Tribe, either Bobo Shanti, all chanting together, working together. And so that was seminal for my education as a young Ras. And Brother Karl was part of that, and also his book, which everyone need to buy. Brother Karl's book. Where's my copy? I'm gonna have my copy. Yeah, you have your copy. You have a copy there.
Yes, we have a copy here.
Hold it up, yeah. And tell people where they can buy the book.
Okay. You can go to the website is The Testimony, missionfield.com. This is a new edition here. That was the edition. The Testimony, missionfield.com. On the back of it, the Honorable Mortimer Planner has endorsed it. He said, I find this scholarly work a landmark in the growth and development of Rastafari theology. It represents a new yet ancient faculty of interpretation based on the teachings of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I and the Holy Scriptures. It should be careful and thoughtfully read by all those seeking to understand our King and our faith. So these are His Majesty's words compiling this book on matters of the faith. Rasquazi is using the exposure to help me to advertise, but you can go to Ras Mission Field, R-A-S, no, that testimony, rasmissionfield.com.
Yes.
That testimony, rasmissionfield.com.
Send it to
Yes.
me in the WhatsApp, and I'll put it in the description of this video. So along with the Shashamane website is in the description of this video already, but I'll add that so we can support. It's a perfect love, brother Karl. Anytime, just a phone call. And the platform is for the eyes. So again, unity is the accepted goal. Naya Bingi, Self-Tribe, Bobo Shanti, we are one, treading on this path toward the ultimate liberation of the African continent in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. You know that the time has come for the lions to tell our own story, and this is the Lion Voice.
This is the Abyssinians. The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the Lion's Voice. They had no fear at all. It was God, let Him be praised. It was God, let Him be praised.
What are you waiting for? Come together, calling from near and far. Know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it takes the dust. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde, asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the Lion's Voice.
Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the Lion's Voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the power to chant. Jah give her the power to chant. Rastafari, the Lion's Voice.
The fittest of the fittest shall survive. My people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega, representing for all lions and lionesses. With the Lion's Voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the Lion's Voice, Rastafari.
Yeah, David Dread of Phillpotts, and I'm saying hail to Lion Voice, because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Yeah, the Lion's Voice. Raw.
Well, Lion voice. Tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice. Make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice. With the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice. Got to show the people them the life. Lion voice.